What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to OddsChecker. I am Sean Highkin. We are ending another week on Friday with another slate of NBA games with a lot of picks. There's a lot of good games on tonight, and here's just a handful of picks that I like for tonight. So the early game is the Timberwolves and the Hornets, and the spread is Hornets -4.5, which I would just take. You can get it at -105 at MGM. And the Timberwolves, even with Karl Anthony Towns back, the Timberwolves are not very good. And the Hornets, especially with the Hornets being at home, generally speaking, with point spreads, the odds are going to be -110 no matter which way you bet it. So if you can get it at -105 on the team that's favored, I think that's something you should just jump on. So then the Thunder and the Nuggets, I'm just going to kind of run back one that I did earlier in the week with Nikola Jokic, 10 or more assists, and you can get that at +240 on FanDuel. He's been racking them up, and especially in a game that, like, between two teams where I don't think it's going to be very evenly matched with the Thunder being. I mean, they just played the Lakers close, but the Nuggets are a significantly better team than them, and they just blew out Cleveland, and Jokic had, I think, 11 or 12 assists. And so I think just generally picking, Nikola Jokic to have a lot of assists right now is probably a pretty safe bet. I know 10 is kind of ambitious, but he's been doing, you can get even better odds if you want to go up to 12 or 14. I don't know if I'm really ready to do that. I think 10 is pretty comfortable just considering the level that he's been playing at right now. So +240 for Nikola Jokic, 10 or more assists for that game. Now, the Pelicans and the Mavs, Mavs are favored. You can get the Pelicans money line for +128 on DraftKings. And they've been more consistent lately. They've started to figure some things out defensively. Dallas has kind of been up and down. They've been all over the place. Outside of Luka Doncic, they don't really have a lot that you can count on from a production standpoint. So I kind of I trust New Orleans more just lately, just with the way they've been playing recently. So I like the money line there. The Bucks and the Jazz, this is another prop from FanDuel, and this one is +190. And you can bet on Bojan Bogdanovic to score more points than Chris Middleton. And this is going to be this is the best game of the night to me. This is the hottest team in the league in Utah, and the Bucks have won, I believe, 7 in a row. This is going to be awesome. And you've got Giannis versus Rudy Gobert, two of the best defenders in the league. I think those two are going to kind of neutralize each other, and so you're going to have a lot of other opportunities for kind of secondary guys to score on both teams, but I like that value on Bojan here with +190. He's had a couple of big games. He's had some 25+ point games, even a couple of 30+ point games. So is Middleton, and with Utah at home, I think that's kind of a pick that I kind of like making there, just because I think these two guys, they're the two secondary scorers on the team, because Donovan Mitchell is obviously Utah's leading scorer, but I just, they're probably going to put Giannis on him a lot, and so I think that, I think Bojan outscoring Middleton is a good pick to make here. And now the big swing I'm taking tonight, the Lakers and the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies money line, the game's in LA, but the Grizzlies money line is +265 on FanDuel. And if the way the Lakers have been playing lately, they've been winning, but they've, between the double overtime game against Detroit and then the 2 consecutive overtime games against Oklahoma City, they are clearly just kind of in this mode right now where when these teams that are clearly worse than them, they're going to bring it when they play the Lakers, and the Lakers are just kind of on cruise control right now because they are just waiting for the playoffs to start, and we still don't know whether Anthony Davis is going to play in this game, and if he doesn't, I really like this bet. But even if he does, I think the Lakers are just kind of in this mode right now where they've been letting these teams stick around, and one day they're going to get burned. And Memphis has been playing well, and I just think this is kind of the swing to take on this one. So those are the picks that I have for tonight. I'll be back with you starting next week. Thanks for watching.